Well, you don't need to go to Spain to have some beautiful weather and sit by the beach. You can get it right here in sunny Northern Ireland. And to be honest with you, I think this is every bit as good as Spain. It's good as Spain at the minute. Absolutely beautiful. And we're getting back into that water very, very soon. But anyway, I want to talk a bit about what's been happening with reform and why it could be a massive opportunity for people that believe what we believe, that believe in freedom, that believe in British values, that believe that we need strong borders, that we need to promote Christianity, and that we need to do something about mass immigration, among many other things. And we also need to get rid of two-tier policing, get the economy on a good footing, get rid of the net zero nonsense. Basically Trumpian policies. I think that's the best way we can describe them now. And obviously what's happened in the last 24, 48 hours, a lot of people are panicking about it and saying this is going to be a problem for British politics, it's going to be a problem for reform. Well, it is a massive problem for reform, and I think, like we said last night on the live stream with Paul Thorpe, you know, reform do seem to be becoming a party that's all fur coat and no knickers. They're getting rid of all the serious people, and they're scaring a lot of the other serious people off. And I think there's probably three people to blame, in my opinion. One is Zia Youssef. Anne Widdecombe, I think it was, said about Michael Howard that there was something of the night about him, about Michael Howard, when he was leader of the Conservative Party. Well, I think there's definitely something of the night about Zia Youssef. He seems to be utterly ruthless, but he's also not making good decisions. Because if you're getting rid of the wrong people, you can be ruthless and it can be a good thing. But if you're getting rid of the wrong people, excuse me, if you're getting rid of the wrong people, it's not a good thing. So, to me, one or two things can happen here. Either reform, well, more than two things, two or three things. Reform can trundle along without other good people and end up like the Brexit Party, UKIP, and I'm a member of UKIP, so I'm not complaining about UKIP. I think UKIP's doing a fantastic job with the resources and the team that we've got now. But obviously, Nigel and his chums did a lot of damage to UKIP. Had a real opportunity to go in the direction that whatever party is going to take over the ground of what I call the centre right, whatever party does that, UKIP could have done it in 2018. But of course, Nigel didn't like the way it was going. Nigel doesn't have an understanding of the danger of Islamisation in the UK. He doesn't understand demographics, and to be honest with you, I don't think he understands Christian culture and British culture, which are kind of very intertwined. So putting all that to one side, where does this mean that the centre-right goes in the UK? And this is where I think whatever's happening in reform is not my business. I'm not a member of reform, but I do see it as an opportunity. And I see it as an opportunity for this idea, and I'm not going to claim this, I keep using it, but I'm not going to claim it because it came from Nick Buckby. And if you don't know who Nick Buckby is, just Google him. He's a great guy from up in the northwest. He's a great thinker, and he's not scared to speak the truth. And Nick says we need a grand coalition, and I agree with him. We need to get all the people, all the big thinkers, all the clever people, the people that have really done well for themselves, the people that have been in the military and done fantastic things in the military, the people in the business community that have done really well in the business community, but that understand what's needed in the UK. We need to get all them together, and I think that's what Ben Habib's trying to do with the Great British Pack. So, if reform starts to implode, it's not the end of the world. There's plenty of opportunities. Just shows I'm 30, I'm out of breath coming up them stairs. It's not the end of the world if reform starts to implode. In fact, it could be a very, very good thing for the United Kingdom. And again, like I said, on a couple of videos I've done, we're looking at trying to do something similar in Northern Ireland as well. So we can bring people together in Northern Ireland They don't need to leave their political parties. They don't need to start anything new. But what we can do is build groups of like-minded people right the way across the country. Now, whether they end up standing as independents or whether they join a party, doesn't really matter, as long as that cooperation. And June Slater said it on her video earlier on today. She said it's about getting rid of the uni party, and to get rid of the uni party, you've got to form something new, and whether that's a grand coalition, a new political party, but what you can't have is the new supposed insurgents parties doing a very bad impersonation of the old uni parties. And I believe that's what we've got with Reform at the minute. So I think this is a good thing. It's painful for Rupert Lowe, because Rupert's put heart and soul into the Reform Party. But at the end of the day, Rupert's got a mandate, and his mandate is on him, and his mandate's for him. His mandate is not about the Reform Party. As far as I can see, Rupert Lowe was elected on his own merits, and he doesn't even take a salary from Parliament. That's how committed he is to the cause. So to me, I think we're in a situation where what's happening within Reform could be the breakthrough that we need. Now, whether that means Reform goes away or loses influence, or whether that means that people actually manage to take over Reform and get rid of this headshed that are causing all the problems, I put it down to their use of Richard Tice and Nigel Farage. And yes, Nigel's a great orator. He's very connected, we know all that. But when you look at the depth of policy in Reform, it's not there. UKIP have a far better manifesto. Go and look at UKIP's manifesto. Far better than anything that Reform are doing. And far more radical as well. So there's a lot of options on the table. Reform getting a bit of a kicking now is not a bad thing. It's better happening now than the week before an election. So that's my thoughts. Hopefully something really good. A phoenix will rise from the ashes. And I don't think Rupert's finished with politics. Ben Habib's not finished with politics. UKIP aren't finished with politics. There's a lot of players on the field. It's not all just about Reform. See you soon.